Good morning. Welcome back to another Scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. Well, it's just me today. I'm running solo. So, actually, I'm here with the birds, the cat, the dog. She's around here somewhere. Gladys actually had an appointment today for her eyes, and the kiddo went with her because if you did not know, we actually have one kiddo that's homeschooled. That is Anaya, homeschooled for a reason because she's actually autistic, special needs, and the class that she was here, we didn't care for. So Gladys knows that she'll be able to do much better here at home. And then the teen is actually in high school. She loves going to school, believe it or not, and being able to spend time with a few friends, and just that's her time to socialize, even though she prefers to stay in her room for the rest of the time as an introvert. But she does love going to school, right? So we're happy with that, indeed. Last night was a little crazy. We actually had a little bit of weather come through. It almost sounded like we had lightning strike something like right in our front yard. I mean, it was close. If it was not on our property, it was very, very close to our property because it woke everybody up. It shook the house, and it was one of those lightnings that it wasn't just a quick boom and gone. It was like a boom and just continued on. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. So, yeah, with that being said, I'm still going to get out and do some stuff outside, just getting things prepped, just doing stuff that I can. Because it's wet. I still can work on tractor. I do have some projects that I want to get done. But with it being wet, right, I can't really be up there in all that mud and stuff like that. In the areas that may or may not need like a little bit more work. But until we're able to get some materials in, right, I need to bring in some gravel and just bring in some other stuff to start, helping with the parking area, help with the circle drive area, help with the area where I want to put the shed, just all those things. We kind of need that material, but we actually have something coming up. So October is actually a really big month for us because we have 3 birthdays in October. The little one, my daughter, right, the oldest, and then it's still our daughter, right, but it's my biological daughter, and then myself. So, and everybody is basically 2 days apart. So it's a very, very, hectic month. And obviously the kiddo, or my daughter, she's the oldest, she's up in college. And sorry, the birds are going to start getting loud in the background because I'm over here talking, and they're like, hey, we want some more food, that this food doesn't have enough in it. And it has plenty. But with that being said, she's up in college, and she actually she's part of the band with the flags, right? She does the flags. That's actually one of the things that she got a scholarship for, was flags. And really, really good. She was amazing in high school, and just that much better in college. And getting her degree and all those things, love it. Love it. Love it. She just got a car. So I'm going to be 20 this year, and she's just now getting her first car. So she's pretty excited for that. And yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff, going on. Well, we're going up there. I want to go up there for a game. So it's actually going to be their homecoming game. And the football, like all that stuff, right? And the game is actually on my birthday. So Definitely going to be doing that. Going up there. May or may not have to stop in to see mom and grandma on the way. And we'll definitely be, bringing y'all along with us to go share the experience and stuff. But it's also going to be taking away from some of the projects we got going on here. Now, one thing that we have talked about, Chloe, Zoe, hey, y'all are being very loud. Do I need to put you back in the cage? So I let them out. Why are you being so loud? Why are you being so loud? Come here. Come here. Come here. Chloe, come here. See if she'll fly over here. Of course, Willow's right here too. Come say hi. Willow. Psst, psst. Come on. And then look. You gotta turn around. You have to turn. Look. See what I'm doing? I'm recording. But the birds are being very, very loud. Because it makes my head go whoop, whoop, whoop when they're doing that. From the tinnitus. Yeah. What do you think? Are the birds being loud? Do you like it when the birds are loud? I didn't think so. So, huh? Okay. So, what was I talking about? Weather, outside, stuff going on, projects, birds being loud. Oh my goodness gracious. There they go. But you didn't come here. Come here. You just flew right back to your cage. Here, let me go see if I can get Chloe. Look up. Look up. Be right back. Come here, Chloe. Come here. There we go. Say hi. Okay, there you go. Is that better? You just kind of continue. And I already know Zoe will not come over here. But now they're going to yell at each other. Is that better? Yo, well, I looked through your food this morning. Your food looked fine. It still had stuff in it. And you had fresh water. I gave you fresh water. So what is it? This is the craziness we live in every single day. Huh? Are you being crazy? Are you being crazy? So, well, I was going to talk about scheduling, right? So scheduling over on the main channel, because I'm still trying to have videos released out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That is the set schedule. 3 p.m. Central Standard Time is what we're going for. And right now we're kind of in the transition of, she's hissing at Willow. But right now we're kind of in the transition of Gladys is taking over some of the editing stuff. So obviously the last video we did, which obviously we get, some like maintenance topics and things like that is never going to be like a huge hit for video's sake, especially for us. Obviously certain folks are going to look for, dedicated maintenance videos. And with the videos that we have out, right, they're not like dedicated maintenance videos. That's why I've already said that I was going to release out the maintenance video. That's something that I will be working on and putting that out. Um, just not for today, because obviously today is Wednesday. Gladys isn't here. Um, so if you've been following us on Facebook and even what we talked about yesterday, the Jeep, with the issues we've had with the Jeep, basically anytime emergencies or stuff like that happens, basically production stops. And it is what it is, right? So the Jeep right now is our only vehicle. I am trying to get another truck. Right now, I'm still kind of waiting on some stuff behind the scenes to be able to do that. And then, with that being said, is needing to fix the Jeep, right, is the reason why we didn't have a video come out for Monday here. Well, I mean, we did record a video, but it was just, that Monday, I already knew stuff was going to be going on in the background. I kind of woke up, in a bad mood. Gladys and I, were already, I was butting heads with her, and it started off really rough, right? So I had decided not to release that video because you can just tell, that I was being an asshole, right? I'll just put that out. So with that things going on, right, I just decided not to release that. So moving forward, we're still going to be trying to get out the videos on time. Obviously, if there's things that happen, appointments, because honestly, she has a lot more appointments or medical type stuff going on than I do, or even the kids. Right now, we're still trying to get all of our dental stuff up to date. She's still doing a lot of the appointment stuff for the VA, right? All of her updates that she has to do. And then, but it's still going to be able to kind of tag team a little bit. So if I do need to go in to do an edit, I will. Like I said, I'm going to do the maintenance edit. And then I do have some things kind of thrown together. Just been able to show like what happened with the Jeep and such, but it's not really enough for an entire video to be, because you need to have a video at least 8 minutes long to be able to include the ads, right? To be able to have what's called the mid-roll ad. So YouTube will not include any ads for a video less than 8 minutes in the middle. And this cat, right? Not your food. He thinks he's a fat kid and he wants to eat the dog's food because he is on a feeding timeline because he's been getting chunky. And then also wants to chase the birds. But I'm trying to give you some freedom. Be thankful. Normally I never do that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I'm here by myself, it gets to be kind of interesting, I guess. So, be nice. All right, y'all. Well, I guess I'm going to continue on with my day. I was still kind of going through, watching some stuff. I was just letting it dry out a little bit outside. I do need to install a culvert up in the front of the property. I also need to go through and clear because like we got a bunch of weeds and stuff growing up around the mailbox. So I'm pretty sure the post lady doesn't care for that. So I'm going to trim some of that stuff up as well. And just kind of go through and also check and see how the driveway did. Because I had cut that in with the tractor. Kind of cut in a ditch on the side of the driveway. Which I believe I show that. Yeah, I show that on the next video coming up. And then just continue working to get this slab cleared off. Because once we get all that going, right? Because one of the things that we haven't really, well, we have talked about it a little bit, but not a whole lot, is even though we're clearing this whole area for the shop build, before we can do that, we actually have to build a cellar. So, but I need to be able to clear that to have access to the ridge line. That way I can start digging a hole into the ridge to be able to build a cellar. So that's actually going to be our next big project coming up is the cellar. And then, we're also planning on extending the chicken coop. So kind of probably bouncing back and forth between chicken coop and cellar build. So, yep, that's what we got going on. So hopefully you continue to follow our journey. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for all the support for the folks that are here every single video. We thank you. We love you. Share us out. Help us grow. It's greatly appreciated. Remember, we're still devoting this channel for a little over 2 years, 100% of our income of whatever we make from this once it becomes monetized. But we need to get to 1,000 subscribers to do that. So we need your help. Share us out. If you've made it this far and you're not subscribed, we greatly ask that you give us that subscribe. Thank you. And yeah, that's it. Willow's now staring out the window. So, all right, y'all. Chloe, say bye. Chloe. She's like, nope, I'm good. All right, y'all. So get out there, thank a veteran every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day, and Glass will be here tomorrow. So we'll see you then. Later, friends.